What's good with it in the hood with it? Welcome back to the Collective Clips where you already know we get it in. But before we get it in, let's hit that like and subscribe button. Ding! Put your notification bell on all so that way you're directed in the direction of the dope content I am kicking. And I highly appreciate all the support, man. We're going up on this channel and it's all because of you. And for that, I can say I'm very humbled and very much so appreciative, man. I know I couldn't do without you, so thank you. Gracias. I appreciate it. Now, hey, boys, ¿sabes qué? Aquí no hay you. All right? Back to whooping? Huelga. Super Norteno, man, part 4, season 3. We're already at season 3, and a lot of people have been asking me for the stories, man. And I ain't gonna lie to you, man. There was a lot of disinterest in the Super Norteno story, so I fell back just a little bit just to pick the interest back up. But we're gonna get straight back into it, man. And hey, forgive the screensavers in the back. Them are old school ones just to let you know that Tia stays lurking. You son of a bitch! Fuck face number 2, I'm on you. Hey, there's a fucking Tia on your shoulder. Should you kill it? Yes, you can, right? Definitely, man. Let's get straight to it, man. In the Battle of Low Socks, right? We already did the Battle of High Socks where my primo went at it with the Southsider at Donnelly Park in Turlock, right? And man, that was a good one. But this one was myself. You know, I got into some confrontation when I was active, when I was with the activities, right? And, you know, I was really playing that north-south shit to the fullest, man. And my primo used to love it because he'd be like, whooping, primo, let's fucking get it. Let's get it, hit it, right? He always has some crazy shit to say. Ricky's a fool. He's a fool with it. And, of course, Pepe, hey, back in them days, he used to watch what he said around me because I used to be like, hey, Holmes, hey, we can get it. He'd be like, yeah. You still got to keep your shit on this thing. You still got to, hey, can I still get you, voila? Yeah, I got you. Yeah, but yeah, it's got to be active, yeah, voila. I got you, right? So look it. We had decided to go down to my primo's pad, you know, in Compton. This was before he lived on his own in Long Beach with Changa. This is pre-Changa. This is old school shit, right? He still lived with my tia down there in Compton with my 2 primos, you know what I mean, Stop Bud Light Juice, and my other primo, Marihuano. And so we cruised down there, and it was like a little family get-together. We're chilling. Now, what happens in the backyard usually stays in the backyard. It's kind of like Vegas, but this time we took it to the front yard because I was all flamed up and I was on my gangster shit, right? So I went down there as disrespectful as I could be, all flamed up, thinking, hey, man, I don't give a fuck, man. It is what it is. If you vatos are going to kill me, at least I can say I got killed in Compton, right? Facts. I wasn't thinking straight. You know, I was a youngster. My mind was all fucked up. I was 18 years old, man. My cousin Ricky at the time was a young kid. He didn't know how to act. We didn't know how to act, right? So anyways, we pull up. And this is when my tia was she was married at this time. She was pre-paisas. She had a paisa, old man. This was my tío Angel. He was hella cool, right? And he's actually super paisa. And I'm going to start telling his stories pretty soon. So we're going to get into those, right? But anyways, so we pull up that day, right? And there's a gaggle of chicks. Tortas for days. I mean, tortas in every flavor, fashion, and style, right? $2.90 and down, I'm down, right? $2.90 and up, what's up? $300 and above, show me some love. $400, damn. That's you, Ricky, right? So straight up, we had went down there, and of course, yes, Ricky still was with Sheila, right? This is when Sheila and him had just barely started getting together. So Sheila was a little thinner back then. And I ain't gonna lie, she was a thinner chicken dinner, right? People used to look at her like, damn, she got little bumpkins back there. You know, I ain't even gonna lie. I looked the time of 2 or 3, right? What did I like when you say 3? So, right? My cousin's crazy. So anyways, we're down there chilling and a gang of his homies start coming, right? A gang of his homies start coming. And he had this one homeboy that pulls up. He's all tatted back, but he's on his lefty gunplay shit, right? He's like got a whole different stilo. He's more like, used to be a tag banger type motherfucker that, you know, wears short ass socks with Jordans, just a whole different style. Because my primo's homeboys, my primo Pepe's homeboys were all fucking blue down, Ben Davis, Dickies, Raider jackets, Compton hats, fucking, you know, they weren't really tripping. I mean, some of them were looking at me some type of way. And my cousin Ricky, he's all paranoid, PC'd up in the house. Like, I said, come out here, fool. Come out to the front, drink with me. Get my back, fool. I need backup, right? Whooping? The beer's colder in here. Nah, the beer's cold out here too, fool. We got an ice chest right here. No, but I don't drink that beer. I drink Zima, right? Like, nah, fuck, get out here, bro. So finally, I convinced him to come out there, and I'm like, bro, it ain't nothing but a chicken wing, man. The homies ain't tripping right here. And my primo was like, hey, let me get you. He said just like this. I remember he was like, hey, these are my primos, and they're from over there. I don't even say up there around here because we're from down here, but they're from over there, and they gangbang, you see. But we don't have no problems with them, no issues, because this ain't the inside. This is the outside, huh? This is, what is it? Say it, say it with me. You guys ready? Compton. I'm like, all right. And in the middle of it, he's nodding out and shit and waking back up and asking everyone for yeah, hola. But he basically let his homeboys know it ain't no fucking fun. And they weren't tripping. They were just drinking. I remember, man, it was one of my prima's birthday parties. That's why the whole family had gathered. And there was too many chicks to trip. That's one thing about gang members, okay? When the funk is on, it's on. But if there's a gang of chicks, fine ones too, for some reason, we always are willing and able to put the gangbanging on the back burner. It's just what we do, right? As Mexicans, there's a pecking order to this shit. And tortas are on the top of the pecking order. Exactly. You ask anyone. You ask some real motherfuckers locked up right now, and they ain't fucking their visitas off for nada. Especially if they got a one that's about 280 and she's a lady. You know what I mean? He's going to dip her in gravy, and that's what it is. So, anyways, we're too busy thinking about the chicks to worry about North and South bullshit, right? But this one guy who's dressed like fucking a member of NSYNC, right, keeps mean mugging me. And I'm catching him at the side of my eye, and the way I was back in the days when I was active, I didn't allow that shit to happen. Now, you got to understand my flamed up activities. My primo, he's wearing, Ricky, whoopin'? He's wearing a straight t-shirt that says G-U-N across. He had put it in Old English, and it was all crooked. The G was way up here and the U-N. So it looked like he was fucking from like the United Nations, but with the G in him, right? And he's wearing that t-shirt, and they're kind of looking, you know. And I'm wearing just a regular red polo shirt. You know, I like my polo shirts. Hey, I got some black bands on, creased up, and of course I ain't gonna lie, I didn't have no high socks on. I had some short socks and some Nike Cortezes, the all whites with the red laces, right? My primo, he's wearing the red shirt, man. He's got a Ben Davis shirt, but it was like a Pendleton Ben Davis shirt. I ain't never seen one like that. He got it in Frisco. That motherfucker was tight, right? He had his red New York Giants hat for young Norteno if you flip it, right? He had his red Cortezes. I mean, this motherfucker was flamed up. So they're kind of looking at us like, damn, these idiotas are being highly explosive, right? We're very disrespectful. But we weren't doing it. Well, I ain't gonna lie, I was doing it to be flamed up, to say I did it one time. There's actually old pictures that my tia has of me in Compton like this, flamed up. It doesn't mean I was meaning to disrespect, but it meaning when I was, right? My primo, on the other hand, that's him every day, all day. Doesn't matter where he's at. You could drop that motherfucker in the middle of Siberia and he'll fight a polar bear flamed up. Just what he does. Right now, if we called my cousin and he popped on the screen, he'd probably have nothing on but a nipple piercing, his XIV to eternity, plus he's got a few more tattoos, and some red see-through fucking boxers on. That's just how he gets down. Of course, he'd have fucking mugre. She'd be wearing some fucking tarantarans that are red, a red tube top, and suspenders. Yeah, she has to go ahead and keep those up because her ass is so flat, it goes like this. Suction cup. Anyways, so we're all chilling in the front. I can see this guy kind of mean mugging me, right? And this is why it's the battle of short socks. Oh, I'm going to need that faith. I'm going to need that one-on-one. And I don't give a fuck where I'm at that point in time. Because when I was active, I was really active. I thought I was like a member of some like prison organization or something. I was just a regular ass homeboy at the time. I was 18 years old, just got out of Y. Mongolian was whipped. It was dipped when you see me. Vatos didn't want to see me, right? I thought I was bad with my little Mongolian and shit. It was only about that long at that. Well, no. This one was long, but when I first started growing, it was like that long. I put a little blonde tip in it. My brother dyed it and shit. We thought we were cool. We thought we were the northern Backstreet Boys, right? So anyways, this guy keeps looking at me, and I start to drift off to the side, and I'm telling my primo Ricky, hey, watch my back, bro. I think this fool's gonna fucking bomb on me, snake on me. Whoop it, I'll get him right now, right? My primo's down. Like I said, it doesn't matter. And I'm like, shut the fuck up, right? Just peep it out. And meanwhile, I could hear my tia, hey, fuckface 1 and 2, just putting us on Front Street, right? I'm trying to ignore it like I don't hear it. The vatos from Compton are like, hey, see, I think she's talking to you, Holmes, right? I'm like, no, she's talking to this fuckface over here. You too, number 2. I'm like, oh, fuck. Get in here. Get in here because I'm not just making fucking tortillas for nothing. The money doesn't grow on trees around here. I said, hey, tia, we're not hungry right now. And then when the roaches eat your shit, don't be mad at me. When the roaches eat your shit, don't be mad at me. Okay, I heard you the first time. Hear me the second, bitch. I said, okay. So anyways, we go in, we eat. A couple dudes sitting at the table. Everything's good. But this guy keeps on mugging me, right? So we go into the backyard for a minute. And I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to pull this dude to the side. So I tell my primo Pepe, I'm like, hey, fool, your homeboy's tripping, right? He's like, he ain't tripping. Because if he was tripping, he'd already gassed you. And in that fashion, they say, Says que we're from Compton. We don't fucking wait. They say we don't hesitate. I'm like, look, I'm gonna beat this dude up, man. I'm being real, man. If you guys jump me, it is what it is. He's like, no one jumping, no one in my fucking hip house. They say, we do one-on-ones here. I'm like, you got this from up there. You got this want to do this. You want to do that. It's like this and like that. But we'll do it with the wiffle ball bat. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Meanwhile, he's nodding out. So I kind of pull the dude to the side. I'm like, hey, what's up, bro? And he's looking at me. He's like, what's up? And I'm like, hey, bro, are you tripping or what? And he was like, well, are you tripping? You know, I don't know about you, but when you ask someone if they're tripping, automatically that's like, what's up, right? And when they ask you back, are you tripping? Well, now we're tripping, right? So he's like, what, are you tripping? I said, well, I kind of am. I'm tripping on how your fucking eyes keep going cross-eyed when you look at me. What's going on here, right? And he was like, yeah, I don't appreciate you vatos coming to my neighborhood, you know what I mean, acting like you're fucking all gang banged out, homie. And I was like, okay, so like, what do you want to do? Do you want to sit here and talk about the technicalities, or do you want to get off where we're mad at? And he was like, I don't understand that up north shit, bro. What do you mean? You want to fight? And I'm like, yeah, I want to fight. Now, it's crazy because this dude is dressed, like I said, like fucking Justin Timberlake before he got arrested, right? But his socks are even shorter than mine. So it's about a low sock. So I'm looking at him and I'm like, I should just fucking flight him right here. But I know if I take flight, I'm going to get jumped. And my primo, he's looking at me like, just say it. Whopping. He's already doing the fucking, he's already working out. He's doing this. And the fucking dude's looking at my cousin like, hey, what's up with that psychopath? And I'm like, hey, the vato's looking at him. And I'm like, hey, I know, bro. I agree. On that, we can agree. We don't like each other. I could already tell. But on that essay, we can agree, right? So then he tells me, he's like, yeah, I don't like the way you say the word essay. I said, why do I pronounce the S wrong? Or am I saying it like, am I pronunciating it wrong? Or what am I doing, right? He's like, nah, you're from over there, Holmes. You guys don't say the word essay. I said, oh, we do. We just say it differently, right? So we're having a discussion and it's starting to get more derogatory. And I'm like, fuck, I want to sock this dude in his mouth bad, right? Because I ain't gonna lie, he thought he was bad, but he had like this gangster ass voice. But he didn't look, he looked like Ren, but with a stimpy voice, right? So I'm like, man, I want to knock his block off for reals, right? And meanwhile, my tia and my primas come out there and bring all their homegirls. So they kind of deter the action for a minute, right? And there's this one chick, I ain't gonna lie, I've been looking at her. Now, let's get to the real reason why this guy was mad. There was a chick I've been flirting with all day. Fucking bad. She was about 140, right? She was good. And man, thick. She had butt from here to there, you know what I mean? She had more butt than Whack 100, right? She was really out there with her shit. And I was like, damn, short bomb. Hey, had that little Ben Davis crop top, you know, Chi-Chi's just right there. Bigger than Swifty Blues. I was like, ooh wee, right? And I had been chopping it up with her. And my prima was hooking me up like, hey, she's down with you, right? She's down. Well, little did I know, of course, the catalyst of everything, this was that dude's ex. So this is why he had seen me chop it up with her when he first got there. So automatically he didn't like me. It had nothing to do with the Norte. It had nothing to do with the fucking red clothing. It had nothing to do with the Mongolian that was dipped when he seen me. It had nothing to do with that. It had more so to do with the raggedy ass tortillas my tia made, and his chick wanted to give me the mamon from hell, the mamon from down south. I was down for a Compton, tonsil fucking hockey shit she was gonna do, right? I was down. So anyways, I'm not knowing though that this is his ex, right? So I'm getting at her, we're chopping it up. I'm in the corner, I'm already macking on her, man. I'm pulling the shit to the side. I'm trying to, hey, I'm a dirt dog, right? I'm trying to hit the shit right there in front of everyone. Let's go in the corner. They can't see us behind the fucking almond tree, right? And let's handle it, right? And my other tia, she's like, you better not fuck her in my backyard. I'm like, can I get at you, tia? Can I use your bed? Or no, take her to a fucking motel, you dirty motherfucker, right? And my primo is over there, Pepe, with another chick on the other corner, just tagging some shit, talking about, can I get at you? Hey, he has like a whole different rhythm. He's trying to sing every freaking night and every freaking. He's doing this shit. My tia's like, I'm making more tortillas. Who wants some, you son of a bitches, right? And there's a bunch of Southsiders in there looking at my tia's ass like, whopping, I want some, right? So the Sureños are all trying to get at my tia. Her little short ass old man Angel, he's just looking at them like, hey, they don't know who I'm affiliated with, right? My prima, she's out there being a tirada with everybody. And Ricky, he's on post. He's just watching, right? Sheila, mysteriously, she disappeared with two Southsiders. I don't know what happened, but the story goes like this. That's the only sound we heard from the other room. So everyone's trying to do their thing. This dude's just mean mugging. So the chick tells me, hey, that's my ex, but don't look. So I look, right? First thing I do, like a baboso. And he's walking towards us. And he's like, hey, what's up, man? What do you want to do? And I turn around and I say, I want to sock in your fucking mouth. That's what I want to do. And we start chunking them right there. Boom, 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 boom. A gang of Southsiders come out. And I ain't gonna lie, they were on me. And even Pepe's like, hey, get out my primo. I'm like, hey, whoopin', right? He's fucking me up too. I'm getting jumped by everyone in the house. My gay primo comes through. He comes prancing. Stop at my mom's house, right? He's over there screaming, this is embarrassing. Like he's covering his chi-chis, but he doesn't have any. This is embarrassing. I'm like, I'm getting beat up and I'm thinking, fool, you're embarrassing me, right? And I'm getting fucked up. Ricky's in there knocking fools out. Boom. Whoopin'. Boom. Whoopin', Holmes. Oh, you want to pull my hair? You want to pull my hair? Right? He's handling his business. So anyways, finally Pepe and my tias break it up. My tia's like, stop fucking fighting. You guys are fighting over my tortillas. And there's a Southsider there. He's fucking got his arm around my tia. He's trying to whisper in his ear while his homeboys are jumping me. I'm sure he got DP'd later, right? There's a bunch of chaos going on. So my primo Pepe says, hey, let me wipe the balls out of my face. Sabes que you disrespected my chante, Holmes. He's pointing at me. I'm like, because you sucked my homeboy, Holmes. Sabes que, hey, look, we're going to do it like this, Holmes. You guys are going to go to the front yard by yourselves. I said, why can't we do it in the backyard? You guys go to the front. Because I'm not done busting my nut. So you're going to go to the front. I said, well, I continue to do it. And all you putas are going to stay back here saying, Sabes que, who's going to go against the grain, Holmes? They're all like, nah, we ain't tripping. Again, they're all looking mesmerized with my tia. So it's all good, right? And I'm looking at fools like, man, I need to fade with you. I'm getting all high-powered. I'm going to get beat up by a gang of Southsiders today, right? So my primo Ricky, he's like, whoopin', I'm going too. My primo's like, hey, don't make me get you in the chokehold, I say. I was saying, let them do what they're going to do. Look at these fucking babosos. They both got they're with the tirada, all tiradas. I boned her last week. And look at their socks. I say, stupid asses, both of them, right? So we went to the front, and I'm not going to lie, man. We chunked them, and we chunked them, and we chunked them, and it was a good fight. And who won and who lost? Well, I'm not going to tell you. Let's just say I had a black eye, and his nose was leaking, right? We got off. We were mad at. And at the end of the day, who the winner was? I'll tell you who the winner was. My primo Ricky, because while we're fighting, he knocks me for the chick. She does in there getting the tag team back again, straight from the... Let's begin, right? She's in there getting smacked on. I tell you, all you hear, like as we're fighting, we're chunking them. You hear, and it's the Southsiders doing it, right? She's not screaming, they are, because they're in some shit. She's got them with the gripper. And we're chunking them. And meanwhile, Ricky, who's supposed to have my back, who's watching through the front window because my cousin didn't allow anyone to go out to the front, right? Whooping, girl, right? He's in there getting a mean ass mamon at the table. Look it. My tias are like, I don't fucking know why we had these kids. They're disrespectful. Look at this one's in the backyard, fucking a chick by the peach tree. This one was trying to fucking finger bang one by the almond tree. And this one's getting a mamon on the couch and he has no consideration for the roaches. And look at my old man Angel. He's sitting there with his fucking tongue out just watching. The paisa's like this. ¿Por qué? Right? He's all happy. And my primo like, what? I got your back, primo. He has one hand out like this getting a mamon, right? And hey, we stopped fighting, me and this dude, and we look, and it's front window. It's fucking black. There's no mini blinds, no curtains, no nothing. You just see the chick's head just bobbing. My cousin's in the north side. This is how we ride. I'm like, I look at the dude. I'm like, bro, we both got knocked for our chick, right? He's like, that's my bitch, man. All right, whatever, right? So we don't shake hands. We don't hug. It's just kind of like, get off me, right? There's another dude that wants to fade with me. He's like, hey, what's up? And my primo's like, my primo Ricky's like, hey, I got you, right? Dude's like, all right, cool. I've been wanting to get it with you. And I'm like, did we come to Compton to eat good comida and celebrate our cousin's birthday? Or did we come down to fight everybody from fucking Compton, right? My primo goes out in the front. And what proceeds to happen is this. Boom, boom. It's over. Ricky comes back in to get straight back to the mamon. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. My cousin is vicious with it. And you ask yourself, well, how the fuck did you beat him up, gun? It was difficult, but I choked him with that Mongolian. It's true stories. Anyways, man, that's what happened. I remember later on that night, all them fools end up leaving, and I was spooked. I was thinking, hey, they're going to come back and let us have it. And my primo Pepe kept telling me, hey, what's this kid? My bad, huh? I'm back. Huh? See, over here is different. Huh? This is normal in Compton. Huh? We fight, we fuck, we do what we do. Huh? See, you want to do there, just keep your fucking shit. It stinks, huh? Right? Just don't trip. But this ain't gonna come back and disrespect my chante. I'm like, disrespect your chante? They were in there tag teaming Sheila. They were over there rubbing on Tia's fucking snorch. They're over there fucking trying to get mamons just like the rest of us, and they're not disrespect. Hey, we don't take that as disrespect around here. I said, you know what we call that? we call that game, I say. And just because you guys don't have it and we do, don't get mad at us, I say. You know, blame that on bands from the road, I say. Right? So he's tripping on his own shit. But quietly as it's kept, it's forever known in my family as the Battle of Short Socks. Because my primo always would tell me, he'd be like, hey, fool, remember you fought that dude with the short ass socks? You guys were fighting over whose socks were shorter. I said, remember you fought that dude for fucking with high socks and you're all mad because you had those little picos in your socks? He fucked my socks up, right? I said, yeah, remember that? And he goes, yeah, I remember that. You didn't have my back. You were too busy drinking Pisto with the other vato. I said, Sasuke, that was the iciest, coldest beer I ever drank. Me and that's what I knew. We were slamming them beers, laughing at you putos, right? Anyways, with that being said, that's how it be going down with my family. True story, man. That's the Battle of Low Socks, you know. It was all good. Back then, I was active. I thought I was gang banged out, man. I was in the mix like that. Hey, the drive home was hilarious. Trip out on the drive home. So we're driving home. And this will lead me to tomorrow's video, super fucking wood, right? We're driving home and I get a phone call. Okay? I get a phone call and it's one of my white homeboys, William Grissom. Shout out to the homie, man. It's been a minute. I don't even know if he's still alive. If he's out there, bro, I love your life. I love your life, brother. Smitey whitey you, right? And he calls me and he's like, hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I need your help, man. He was like, man, these woods are tripping on me. I'm like, I thought you were a wood, bro. I thought it was all good. He was like, nah, they're tripping on me, right? And this was the first time I ever met Roach before I met Roach, right? Roach and his homeboys were the ones tripping on him. So this is chilling with Roach. We're going to get into it. This is pre-Roach. I met Roach, didn't know it was Roach. Later on, years later, we started talking about it and that story came up and I was like, what? Yeah, Roach, I'm sorry, bro. I had to kick your head and it just was what it was. With that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed the story of the day, man. I will be dropping Super Norteños more consistently, Super Wood tomorrow, and starting on Friday, like my primo does it just because the wind's blowing, Super Paisa, the Angel Adventures. Are you guys ready? Let me know how you feel. With that being said, thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive, struggle, and strive for what I honestly and truly believe in, and that's the betterment of all people, man. Thank you. I appreciate the support. This is the gun. Whooping. What happened is you fucking were getting on my money. I was getting my ass whooped. That's what happened. Well, I'll tell you what happened, you son of a bitch. The fucking roaches ate all the tortillas because you guys were too slow. Yeah, nah, they didn't eat them. Them Southsiders ate that and your pussy. I already know. Bang, bang.